supply chain management, an introduction to the course. Before I start, I just wanted to explain how this course looks. The first is that the PowerPoint presentation that you see on screen will not always match to what I am saying. This is normal. I just like to have that as notes rather than reading out from a PowerPoint presentation. When possible, I will use real-life examples in order to provide a business context to the lecture. I will include all the presentations that you see here as part of the lecture notes, and of course, any feedback can be sent to the email that you see on the screen. In this course, we'll be covering the logistics processes in the supply chain. We'll also be covering how they exist in SAP, and this will be across multiple modules in SAP. We'll cover the business context in which these processes exist and how they are modeled in SAP. We will execute the transactions in SAP and also a deep dive into the SAP configuration so that we understand how they work. By the end of this course, you should be able to understand the logistics supply chain processes, able to put into context these business processes as they are implemented in SAP, build and execute the SAP processes, build and configure the SAP objects to make the process work. Imagine that this circle represents all of the functionality in SAP for the modules that we want to see. Yeah. Apologies, my circle is not very nicely drawn. Now imagine that this circle covers the processes that we can see in the supply chain. Yeah, and logically, the intersection between the two, what SAP can provide and what business processes are in the supply chain, is what we should be covering. However, there are processes that are very rarely used in which I will not be covering in this course. Okay? However, for the processes that I'll be covering, I will be explaining process on how something is done. I will be doing a demonstration and I'll be explaining the configuration. For the process, I'll explain how it works and also the core concepts behind the processes. For the demonstration, I'll be running it in SAP. And for the configuration, I'll be showing you all of the objects that are relevant. However, for the objects or for the processes that are not covered, if there is something that is missing, let me know and I'll do my best to add it.